truly meant to last forever. I never knew my dreams could come true till you walked into my life. Like wings need the wind, you lift me higher. Like the sun needed stars, you make my world shine bright. Like a song needs a soul to sing it louder. You are the light of my life. Like the woods need the trees, you give me shelter. Like the sun needed stars, you make my world shine bright. Like the sea needs the shore, pull me closer. You are the light of my life. You're the light of my life. Like wings need the wind, you lift me higher.
Yo guys, what's up? Welcome along to another live stream here on the Chill Out Flight channel. Tonight we're going to start off in the Spanish capital of Madrid. We're going to take the lovely Spanair MD-80 for a spin across to the Portuguese capital of Lisbon. I feel this would be a route the Spanair would have taken their MD-80. It's about a 300-mile trip, so it's a nice little. It's not too long, it's not too short. Just kind of in the middle. We get a bit of a climb, a bit of a cruise, and then more than likely a rapid descent, which will be one of my specialities that I still haven't quite got to grips with how to slow this thing down yet. So it could be quite fun for all to watch. I'm just going to quickly update the overlay because I had it all set up and then we had a power cut, so which obviously turned my computer off and everything else that was that I had all set up ready for this this stream. So I'm just going to quickly set this up again with Spanair. So their ICAO for Spanair is Juliet Kilo Kilo of all ICAO codes to have, and we're 2125 tonight. We will be offline because I'm still not 100% sure on flying this on VATSIM yet, so we'll leave it offline for this flight. Then hopefully we're back on VATSIM with this in the next flight we're doing it. So that should have updated the overlay. Quickly pop in the routing. There it is, and that's the overlay all up and running. So yeah, we're on the ground down in Madrid, and we're going to take the Spanair MD-80 across to Lisbon. It's completely cold and dark. The plane apart. The only thing I've done, I've attached the GPU just to get us a bit of ground power ready for our pre-flight inspections, and we'll go and have a look at setting this up using the ACARS and the sim brief flight plan that I've made as well. And if you haven't caught it, there is a video on that now live on the YouTube channel where you can go and find out how to import the SimBrief flight plan directly from SimBrief into the McDo here in your MD-80. So, without further ado, let's go and nip into the flight deck and we'll go and see what is going on. I'll pop you all in the full screen, and I'll see you there in just a sec. There we are. Welcome to the flight deck. Like I said, I've got the GPU going, we've got the main stairs open, and the aft stairs are open as well. Nothing else is turned on, so I'm going to quickly get rid of the yoke, and we'll nip on the overhead And we'll get a bit of... That's the overhead button, surely that one there it is. There. And we'll get the battery turned on, the external power, and that kind of stuff. So, battery's coming on. Lock that, and we'll get the external power on. And we'll hear it make all of its lovely clicks and clunks. There we go. Now have a bit of power going on to the airplane. We'll get rid of that master caution. And it'll do all of its pre-flight or pre-boot up checks while we go ahead over here and have a quick look at our flight plan. So we'll go and grab it. That's got the wrong one in. So let's go and import our flight plan, which is going to be from Lima Echo Mike Delta across to Lima Papa Papa Tango. And there it is. In as easy as that. So we are, like I said, we are Spanair 2125. Cruise level tonight is flight level 310. Chilly outside of -45. And we've got a zero fuel weight of 51.7 tons. Our trip fuel is 3.2 tons. Takeoff weight is going to be 60.2. Fuel we need is 8.6 tons. That is with a 1 ton extra on as well. And zero fuel weight of 51.7. Now you see our flight level 310. Then we're going to do the CORSAIR's 5 Lima departure direct to Elva, then Exona. Exona being the arrival into Lisbon. Nothing else that's going to be any of any excitement. Final plan is 8.9. So we'll go back. We'll go and see if we can request the fuel. If we go to aircraft services, ground, there we are. The fuel we want is 42. That's 889, and we have a little bit less than that. So let's go and request that fuel. In fact, the fuel on board is correct. Actually, we don't need the fuel. In that case, then we can go and start boarding. 162 passengers. So pretty full. I'm going to cage this already, get it out of the way, because it annoys me when I see it like that. And we'll jump on to the MD-82 and we'll get it set up. So position in it, let's have a look. So we're in Madrid, LEMD. We're on gate. What gate are we on? Can't quite see that, can we? Let's have a quick look. 352. There we go. We'll grab the GPS and we're going ahead and have a look at the route. So we are going to do company route. Actually, if we go menu first, ACARS, pre-flight, and we're going to grab the init data request. Init request. That should bring all of our info into here from SimBrief, hopefully. There it is. Madrid to Lisbon, 58 minutes on route time. Like I said, Spanair 2125. And we'll go back and set the rest of this up. So, company route, we're going to enter in, again, LEMD, LPPT. That can go in. We're going to go off runway, what runway? We're going off 36 left, I believe. Yes, 36 left. 36 left. There we go, I can go in. And we're going to put in this departure out of here. So we're departing out of Madrid. 36 left, we said. 36X is already selected. Could we put that in? And it's the 5 Lima that we're looking for on the departure, which is there. I'll go back to route. And we can put in the arrival at the minute into Lisbon, ILS 03. And the Exona 8 Alpha arrival via PESEX. Route, activate, and execute. There we go. So that is the route done. And if we nip over onto our little ND down here, we can have a quick look at the plan for this. If we go back to legs, let's just step through that. So out of Madrid, left-hand turn all the way down to Elva. There's Exona, and there's your swing into 03 into Lisbon. It does have a hold in there. We don't really need the hold, I don't think. Where's that hold at? Yeah, it's got PESAX, then hold at. We don't really need that, do we? Let's delete that. Should get rid of that. PESAX. Then that goes there. And that is that. Execute. Good stuff. Right, let's go and have a look at some fuel. We'll set the QNH. And we'll do... not the fuel, sorry. The performance. So, in here. Let's go and put in LEMD. 36 left. There it is. And let's grab the weather for Madrid. Meta. Get rid of that. Let's get Madrid. So weather is... So it's 350 at 3 knots for the wind. 350 at 3. QNH 1020. Oh, actually. 350 at 3. QNH 1020. And so I've got anything else we need to know. 24 degrees outside, nice and warm. 24. Anti-ice will be off, packs will be on. Flap optimum, let's see what it gives us, and our takeoff weight we can go and grab from our flight plan. Fuel total takeoff weight is 60.2. Which should be the same as over here. We got 64.6. Let's put that in then. 64.6. I don't know if that's a bit too heavy, is it? No, that's good. So we've got a flex temp of 39, flap 2.5, we've got 50, 55, and 64. Yo, Slushy buddy, welcome along, mate. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, flap 2.5, 39 degree flex, and 50, 55, 64 for the performance. Not that one in it. So we're going to do this. So we've got we're going to do our zero fuel weight and all that kind of good stuff as well. Weight balance. Here we go. So zero fuel weight 55.6. Fuel we're going to take. We've got 8.9 tons of fuel. Cruise altitude is 310 for the cruise. Outside air temperature, when we're at the top of cruise, is going to be minus 40 something. Minus 45. There you go, gives the ICE deviation of +2. Transition altitude in Madrid is 13,000 feet, and the reserves for this trip. What is the reserves? Have a quick look. Finware is 1.3 and alternate 2.2, so we take 3.6 tons for the reserves. Is that done? Oh, and the cruise wind. What is the cruise wind going to be? The tailwind is 7. So probably 090 will do the job. 7 knots. Cool, right, let's nip across to the takeoff bit. And we can get our V speeds. 50, 55, 64. 50, 55, and 164. Just done. We're going to set these bugs on there. There they go. Should be able to get them over here as well in a minute or two. So that is done, and we can go ahead and do the takeoff flex, which was 37. 39, sorry, 39. Can go in there. There's our takeoff flex done. Let's go ahead and flight directors on. Initial climb out's going to be 13,000 feet. That is the transition altitude here in Madrid. Speed will bug 250. And we'll nip back on the overhead and get the APU up and running. Cool. Overhead, here it is. ACARS message, which we've sorted that out. We're going to get the logo light on. And let's go and grab the fuel pumps. Otherwise the APU will not start. That can come on. APU master and start. Hopefully we should see increase in RPM. Ideally. Yo, Q buddy, there we go. There goes the APU. It's up and running. We'll just wait till we get EGT rise. There it goes. Perfect. So we'll give that a second to rock itself up, and we'll have a look at some other bits and bobs. We'll go and sort out the standby, primary, lockout. That is all done. Seatbelt signs now can come on. And the rest of the overhead stuff. Pitot Ice Protect can come on to captain. We'll start locking the flight deck door. That can be done. We'll just wait for this to get ready, and we get the APU on the bus. There it goes, which means we can get rid of the external power. Ta-ta. Let's go over here. Let's just go and check how the... Yep, we've got 162 of 162. Slushy, they're all in. With that, we go and close the doors. That can be closed. And we can also go ahead and transfer some hydraulic pressure across. There they go. And pneumatic cross feeds need to be opened. There they go. We'll get the speed brake arm ready. MD-80, mate, yes, MD-80. Nav is arm, flight of 130 is in, and we'll have a quick look at our flap settings. So, flaps for this departure is going to be, like we said, 2.5 for the flap. Let's just go and jig that around a minute. 2.5, we'll just trim that a little bit. Looks about right to me. And if we nip over this way, and we can do the flaps here as well. 2.5. Flaps set 2.5. There we go. Good. And then let's just go and that can go to takeoff. We can arm that as well. I think we are looking pretty good to go here. I think nothing really of any consequence left to do. Nothing left to do. Cue the fly pad that came with the MD-80 mod. Comes with it. Yeah, I think we are pretty much good to go. We've got everything else sorted. APUs on, external powers off. Emergency lights can be armed, obviously. Left and right generators are off because we turned off the external power. Parking brakes obviously are on. So yeah, I reckon we'll go and have a look at the departure route. Just make sure we haven't missed anything, and we'll go request our pushback. So where are we at? We're across here in Madrid. Yeah, departure is going to be this one. So it's going to be 36 left, so straight out up to MD-039, max 210 knots. I'm going to make a turn here all the way out to Avila, left hand turn down to Longa, and then out to Cáceres, which is the end of the arrival. It's also the pretty much the beginning of the arrival. So there's the end of the departure route. There's the beginning of the arrival. Right hand turn and into Lisbon. So anyway, right, pushback time, I reckon. Let's have a look. I don't think we've forgotten to do anything apart from just get this pushback sorted out. We'll have one last check before we do to make sure we can actually get ourselves in the air quite comfortably. There we are. Spin back round. Somewhere about there. Pushback request. There we go.
This is ground. Stand by.
Flaps are done, so we've armed the auto brake. We've got auto spoilers. Flaps retracted at minutes. Flexor 39, nav 130 for the altitude. We will go into VNAV once we've done the departure out. APU's up and running. I reckon we can go get the start pump on. We'll have system A ready for the engines. Flight deck door is closed. That'll be the passengers all boarded. And leave that alone. Put that back onto there. I don't think there's much else for us to be concerned about. I don't think.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Slushy, yes. Every chance. I'll be trimming tomorrow. Yes, indeed. QNH set 1020. We can go ahead and we'll hit the toga button,
Okay, cleared for push start.
which should give us takeoff. Q, your guess is as good as anybody's. No one knows yet for the 380, unfortunately.
Please release parking.
Parking brakes released.
Parking brakes are released.
Please release parking brake.
Let's nip over here. Should we start and get an engine started up?
It will start in the sequence.
There we go. Let's go and hit that. Start valve open. Let's go and hope we get EGT. Sorry, N2 first. Sorry, there's N2. Oil pressure's rising, which is a good sign. 20% N2, and we're going chucking the fuel. There it is. Fuel can go in. Yo, smile, Castle mate. How's it going, buddy? EGT. There's the fuel being ignited. And hopefully we should get N1 any second.
Happiness, is it truly meant to last?
There you go. M1's on the rise. Good oil pressure. There we go. Off the APU now as the engine start up.
I never knew my dreams could
And that's pretty much a good start on engine number 2. Look at that lovely dirty span air. Perfect. Right, anyway, let's go and put that guard back on there. We'll get engine number 1 started.
the wind, it lifts me higher.
There it goes.
Like the sun needs its stars, you make my world shine bright. Like a song needs
20% N2, and we'll go and chuck in some motion lotion into this engine as well for it to burn up. There it is.
Pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake can be set.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Let's set the clock to run.
trees, you give me
There it is.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger.
Oh, cheers, Smile Castle. Yeah, I didn't know what to do, really. I just thought I would give one a go, see what happens.
Holding position, waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Yeah, it seemed to be... it hasn't had many views, but it's had more views than I thought it was going to get. Anyway, there's engine number 1, or left engine, whichever way you want to look at it in this one. Left engine started up. So we can go and get rid of the APU and go. That is now off. Actually, should give them some galley power to make cup tea. And we can go and Paxton, come on. I think everything else is pretty good. That's all gone. That'll go off in a minute or two. Just once the APU has actually shut itself down. That can go off. Thank you. We don't need that on. PA, so the cabin crew doing an announcement in there, which is quite cool. You can see that happening. They're all on. That is all on. We only have left start valve to shut. And just the parking brakes on the ECAM. So we have everything, in theory, in the right place. All the right switches and all the right knobs twiddled and stuff. So let's we'll do a takeoff config check. We should only get a config for the brakes, ideally, if we've done everything correct. If I stop this a minute. If I advance the thrust levers, it should beep and just shout brakes, hopefully. And flaps, obviously, because we haven't set the flaps yet. So let's go and set the flaps. We'll try it one more time. They should go to takeoff. Even though they say disagree, there we are, takeoff, green light. It should now, if we release the brake. We release the brakes and just hold it on the toe brakes. And there we are. Wait, what's wrong with the flap? Flap is 2.3. Sorry, 2.5. What is wrong with the flaps? 2.5. Flaps on here are at maybe a little bit. We've not got those extended. Try that. That'll be it. 2.5. Good stuff. Right then, taxi out. What are we going to do? With Madrid being a huge airport, I think I plunked us somewhere quite useful. We're using 3-6 left. So it's immediate right turn all the way down till we find a runway in theory. Let's have some lights on. And probably that one should come on. Put those on as well. There we are. And I reckon we can go. Why have we not got the takeoff data over here? Normally get a little placard in the middle with the takeoff details. Takeoff 130 is our stop climb, and then 39-degree flex. So we will get rid of this park and brake. Let's get ourselves out of here. There we are. So yeah, it should be the next right we want to take out of here. So let's go have a look outside. Actually, look at that. Spanair. It's not Wizz Air everywhere. Spanair everywhere this time. Now, so we'll see when we get down to Lisbon whether I've worked out how to slow this thing down, because I've got no idea what I'm doing. No idea. But just have a bit of power towards it, just a little bit on the thrust levers, and you just feel like you're off like a rocket. So we've got 250 set on here on the MCP for that. We've got 13,000 feet set. We'll hit that into nav. QNH set 1020. We've got plenty of fuel. Seatbelt signs are on. Need some more airlines. Yeah. You could be right there, Smile Castle. We have nothing on the ECAM, so everything seems to be good up there. We have flex takeoff at 39. And we'll see how we get on. So I have cheated a little bit. When I say cheated, in the options for this add-on. In the real MD-80, the altitude, you have to pull it to arm it every time you twiddle a knob or change a setting. You need to rearm the altitude or you'll bust it. But I've put the auto arm on just in case I forget. So hopefully we've got one less thing to worry about in today's flight. Without busting a altitude or something like that. Yo, Jake, buddy. Welcome, mate. What are we doing? Well, Q, do I use... No, I got the Airbus side stick. Not a yoke. Right, let's just chuck the brakes on there a sec. We got all the lights on. And get rid of that. And let's have a quick look up here. Logo lights on, which is good. We got the position lights on. The strobe lights will come on when we take off. And the landing lights. So I think there's nothing coming this way. Nothing coming that way. I reckon we should try and get this thing in the air. How much was it? I think when I bought it, it was 80 pounds. Something like that. Yeah, roughly I think about £80. Right, there we are. So we've hit the takeoff. We have takeoff there. If we go and press auto throttle, that should hopefully take us in the air. There it goes. And away we go to Lisbon. Hopefully if I turn the volume up, you might be able to hear a bit. Very quiet in the flight deck in this plane. There's clamp. Clamp 39. So we've got the thrust set for 39-degree flex. And we got a V1 of about 156 knots. There's V1.
Rotate.
And rotate, up we go. Positive rate, gears going up.
Gear up. Lights out.
There we go. We got it back in the air again. VNav. Nav track 130 at 1304 hour stop climb. And we're passing 3,000 feet, so let's get the flaps in so we can accelerate away.
Flaps 0.
Flaps away. Thank you. Our airspeed's going to rinse off here if we don't get rid of these flaps. There we go. That's better.
Slats retracted.
Slats retract. Hopefully we should speed up. There we go. Our speed was low because I just couldn't. For some reason, the Thrustmaster, the flap lever on this will put them at 0 but not retract them all the way in. So when I push them back, I think they're retracted, but actually the slats are still out, which hence our speed got extremely low now. But it is now starting to climb up now, so that's all right. It should drop the nose down any second and get us back up to about 250. 250 knots. We've got 210 because we're held there at a constraint of 210 until we pass that first waypoint. How do you put the voice? Q, that's all built in with this this add-on. All built in with this add-on. TCAS to above. And there we are, tracking out now nicely up to Mike Delta 039. After that we can speed up to 299 knots. But yeah, if I have a quick look outside now, it should look really... There we go. We've made it out of Madrid alive. That is the main thing. Look at the dirty smoke come out the back of these. There we are. Speeding up now. We've gone past that. We've gone past that first waypoint, and we can get up to. In fact, we can probably get up to our cruise level 310 now. That should climb us right up. And if we leave that, there we go. Auto arm for the altitude, so we don't forget, or I don't forget at least, to actually arm it every time that we do something dodgy. On the feel different handle. It does, yes. You when you so compared to flying the A320 Smile Castle, it does. Even with the side stick, you can feel. It actually feels much nicer. To be honest with you, feels much nicer. It feels heavier but nice, if you know what I mean. Not that one. There we go. Look at that. Still very, very quiet though, isn't it? In the flight deck, you can't hear anything. But then again, if you go outside, it sounds much better. But the sounds don't change when you walk up and down the cabin, which is a bit disappointing. If we took a walk through the through here a minute, when we just what's happened there? There we are. Why is my views are all gone to cock here? Why have they gone to cock? Let's have a look. Something's gone a little bit dodgy. There we go, that's better. Yeah, so if we walk through the cabin now, you'd expect it to be quieter towards the front with the obviously with the engines right at the back. But in other add-ons, like in X-Plane and things like that, as you move up and down the cabin, the sounds change closer you get to the engine. But yeah, they just don't seem to get any louder once you move further back. Stays one constant kind of buzz, if you know what I mean. You expect now for them to become louder. And there we are. So we're right next to, right in between both engines now. There they are. No difference in the sound at all. Whichever side you go to. No difference. And if you were to go to that wing view, to that wing view, to the engine views. Oh, not that one. See, there's no different in the sound. Just quite, you'd have thought for a €90 add-on, you would have you'd have the sounds right, I guess. So anyway, how were we doing here? That was doing that. We are where we are. There we are. A bit better. Where's the range out? That's where we're going to level off. Ideally, 20,000 feet to go. We've got the speed about right. There's fast and slow. We're right in the middle. And progress-wise, top of climb to 99 miles. And we're estimated to be in Lisbon at about 7:30 UK time. Slushy, that is a drink. You're right. I do have a drink, but it's only part full. I was drinking it as I was setting up the stream. So as we saw before, like I said, this departure out of Madrid is a huge departure. It's not one of the longest departures you can fly, I think, out of Madrid. So all this pink magenta line is a departure out, which is the CORSAIR's 5 Lima. Takes us from Madrid right the way across and down pretty much to the border with Lisbon. With Portugal. So that's the end of the Madrid departure just here at CORSAIR's. Then we have only a couple of miles, and that's the start of the arrival. And even less before we cross into Portugal. Yeah, hell of a departure, this one. Arrival's going to take us in via Exona down to Assad. PT419, Goddy, PT421, and then PT422. South, no, I wish I'm not that old. And I don't have a commercial pilot's license or flown in one in real life either, unfortunately. Plenty of fuel left. We've got 4, 8, 9 in a bit. Still looks super cool though. Still looks super cool. Look at those wing lights there. You see they fold in under the wing. So they go back into that little nook just there. Actually, are we above? We must be above 10,000 feet, so we can get those turned off. To be honest, in and retracted. Those lights can come off as well. If we nip back outside, they should have gone back underneath the wing. Look at that dirty smoke. They seem to be, Smilecast, they seem to be all over the place. You have them here. You have them here. And then you have them... Or you just have one just here. Seems like they just put them in places where they realise, oh shit, we forgot the logo light and put it there. then they've nicked the, if you look at these, the lights, the switches from the 737 and stuck them in on there. Then they got little kind of, whatever you call them, flicky things. Yeah, I'm sure they're from the 737. And then that one up there, I'm not sure why that's next to the max speed warning test, the stall test, and yaw dampers, but that one's just been stuck up there as well. Call Sushi, yes, I do. I do have a PPL, yes. So yeah, if we get this this flight down on the ground into Lisbon without any issues, we get the speed under control as well, then this will be the last flight that this will be off VATSIM. Then the next time we fly it, we'll do it on VATSIM. But the issue is, like I said, I've just got a little issue of trying to slow this down. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing wrong, but we need to end up being 220 knots by Assad. So if we can slow down to 280 and then 220, and we get it pretty much right, then I'll be quite happy, because I can do the rest of it. It's just the slowing down that's the issue. Actually, and the fact that we're still in flex, we should be in climb thrust, really. We can use the spoilers, yes, but as soon as you put them away, if we use the spoilers and say get down to 220, you put them away, you whiz back up to 250 again. There must be something that I'm doing wrong. Must be something that I'm doing wrong. There is, if we nip down here, look at this little placard thing there. Let's have terrain on. So we can have slats extended midway at 280 knots. And then, yo, Whalebacky, welcome, buddy. Yeah. Can have slats extended mid at 280 knots, then full at 240 knots. So, at 280 if we need to slow down, I guess we could extend the slats, I guess. I don't know. It's possible. Chris A757, welcome along, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for your follow on Twitch. Yeah, maybe we could try that out, see if that works. There's top climb. And FMS EPR 310 nav track and VNav climb. Can you do a live stream to go Dubai to Lebanon? We could do, yes. We do need to go and have a look down in Dubai, because there is some quite nice Dubai scenery for MSFS, I do believe. Yo, Galley buddy, welcome mate. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a good week. Look at that. That looks well out of proportion. Look how long that is back to where the wings are. Looks all kinds of wrong. Yo, I am nobody. Check. Welcome, busy. Welcome, buddy. Hope you're doing well, mate. Thank you for your follow on Twitch. Work's been busy, got it. Work's been, for me, to be honest with you, work's been very quiet recently. Very quiet. I had my car into Tesla yesterday to get new brake pads and discs and whatnot put on. So even though it was quiet, at least I got something productive done out of it, getting the brakes and that sorted out. However, the front brake pads, front discs, and a brake fluid change, and the rear pads and discs cleaned and, what did they call it? Stripped and cleaned. Tesla price of 1,300 quid, you know, as you do. So I could do with it being busy now to pay that back, but yeah. Oh, one or two little lumps and bumps. Have we got much of a wind? Oh, we've got a bit of a... Where's the wind? 32 knots, kind of right hand side and across, I guess. Yeah, right hand side and across. No more MD-82s, no, but there will be the PMG, the PMDG 737 when that comes out. And then I might have to behave myself for a bit. Whoosh. There was talk, Smilecast, that was supposed to be out this weekend, I think. I'm not entirely sure how true that was. But all the, if we have a quick look, I'm sure that's what it was saying. They got the order confirmed. Hopes to have it ready in time for the next weekend, which was 6 days ago. So I don't know how true that is. I've not seen anything else about it, to be fair. Not much has been said since that. Yeah, nothing else on there. No, Gary, I haven't got the MD-11 yet. No, not yet. I was rather excited about this one because it was in MSFS. Hence the reason that I bought this. I'm quite excited about the 737 when that comes out. And we'll see where it goes from there. I may have to curb my flight sim buying and until I've earned a bit more money. Because it's I don't know how much I've spent on mods for this, but it's got to be over £1,000, I would say. If you include all the scenery, the mods that I bought and stuff like that, it's got to be near £1,000. Plus all the peripherals. I got the Thrustmaster, you know, the Throttle Quadrant, side stick, the stuff for streaming and all that kind of stuff. It's got to be a fair bit. In fact, I'd hate to have a look at my bank balance, to be honest, and have a look to see how much I spend. But yes, if the cab trade does pick up, hopefully, I should be able to keep my spending on the flight simmer up. Yeah, definitely more than the Grand Prix. Yeah, probably. I was actually trying to work it out. So the just when I was just thinking about it actually the other night when I was lying in bed. I just thought to myself, I wonder how much I spent on all this stuff. So I think that if you add the throttle things all together, that was 149 for this, and then it was 65 for the side stick. So there's that. And you think of all the scenery that I've got as well. I know there's quite a lot of it are free, but there's a lot of it I bought from like ORBX and things like that. They're like 20 quid a pop, if not more. This was. The MD-80 was 75 quid. So yeah, I probably spent a fair bit. There you are, 1,000 feet to go. There it is. Then we'll come down and we'll chuck it into cruise thrust, and we'll see how we get on. So there's top of climb. Top of descent is not far actually from this where we are. Let's have a quick look. Plan. We'll just quickly step through that. Where's top of descent? There it is there. So just after Elva is our top of descent. FMS speed, nav track, VNAV level. There we are. So we can go into cruise thrust. What year did I start? I had Flight Sim 98, I think it was. I first started off. Yeah, 1998 roughly. And then moved all the way up. Then I had X-Plane. I did have X-Plane 10, then X-Plane 11, and then I got this one when it came out in 2020. Such a cracking flight deck, this though, isn't it? I wonder, can you open the windows when you're flying? Because I know you can open these on the ground. No, they're now locked. That's alright. Just wondered. What is ABS? You have flight sim on the ZX Spectrum smart. Jeez. Yeah, South, exactly. Stuff you wouldn't try in real life. No way, no how. Matthias, welcome, buddy. How are you, mate? How are you? Oh, right in that jet blast. Good point, Smile Castle. Good point. I just wonder whether they would actually model that or not, or whether they would just open. Because you know what the sim's like sometimes with its dodginess. I'll see out that window now. So, is there anything interesting on these ECAMs? What we got? No faults. No ice faults, no engine faults, control faults. Well, that is all good. That is all good. However, if you know, the fuel doesn't seem to drop much on this. So we started with 8,900 kilos of fuel. And according to that, we've only used 100 kilos since we've left about half an hour ago. CRJ MD-80 all the way, Gally. All the way. MD-80 all the way. Sure, they come through before. Yeah, that follow there that came through there was from 2 days ago, apparently. But Tech Maniac, if you are watching and you have just subscribed, and that is completely wrong, welcome, buddy. I'm not sure what that was all about. There's our speed, Mach decimal 7.5, which is where we should be. Yeah, decimal 7.4, decimal 7.4. Then we will start our descent. So, no adverse. Yeah. I guess. I mean, if you're a sub on Twitch, you shouldn't get ads, should you? Smile Castle. But people that do have YouTube Premium, then that is a bonus of having that. So, Assad, above flight level 400. Just have a quick look at this. Make sure we get it right. So, Assad above, and PESEX is the clearance limits. What's the altitude? So it is 4,000 feet. So PESX needs to be at 4,000 feet. At PESX has to be 4,000 feet. Hard restriction. I want to go with 4,000 feet at that one as well. And 4,000 feet there. It's running slow. How do you mean, Gary? Oh, no ads. Yeah, I don't have the ads that are on Twitch. Twitch run them, and then there's some that I can control as well. But I got them set to the lowest number of ads per hour. But I guess Twitch just chuck them out whenever they feel like it. There's top of descent coming in, which is in execute 50 miles. Cool. I mean, if you prefer watching on YouTube, then to be perfectly honest, YouTube seems to be doing the to be gaining more traction than Twitch does. So YouTube's probably the way forward, to be fair. So we have to be below flight level 230 X owner. So if we pop that in now, VNAV should do its thing. If we put in, I don't know, 150 for now. VNAV, once we get to that top of descent, should start to chuck us down. Oh, the messages got it. Yes, even when I watch other streams on Twitch, they've answered stuff before I've even seen the message come up. So I don't think that's not my stream. I think that's everyone's stream. I was watching a bit of. I was watching London Controller earlier on, a bit of Jamie's stream, and he'd answered stuff before they even come in the chat. So I don't know what was up with that. Yeah, exactly. Smile Castle. I quite like YouTube, to be fair, compared to Twitch. Twitch seems to be a bit... Twitch is hit and miss, I think. For some people it's good, but I noticed a couple of other big streamers now who have left Twitch to go onto YouTube. Like, have you ever watched Black Box 711? He used to stream exclusively on Twitch, and now he's shifted over to YouTube due to issues with them. I'm not sure what that's all about. But yeah. Right, 30 miles. Good stuff. Right, I'm going to leave you there for a minute. I'm going to come right back once I've nipped to the loop, because I have bought a drink in, but I drank it all, and I drank another one when I was setting the stream up, and I'm going to have to dicky off to the bathroom for a minute. So, 2 seconds, guys. I'll be right back. Yo guys, have we started going down yet or what? Not quite. Made it back just in time before that descent then. 7 miles to go. Good stuff. Gally, Twitch or YouTube, what do I prefer to sub? Well, to be honest, I don't get paid on YouTube at all. And to be fair, I only make about... What have I made on Twitch? Not much. It's about $9 a month I make on Twitch. That's it. But if I could get monetized, then probably YouTube would be better than Twitch, I'd have thought. A lot of people have a YouTube Premium, so that they don't get ads in that disturb the stream or anything like that. But yeah. Right, top extent, we got 150 set there. We need to be below flight level 230 by Exona and 280 knots. So we'll try that. We put 280 on there just to keep it there. There's our top of descent. And time to end of descent, 97 miles to Lisbon. So we'll see how this pans out. Let's see if we can get this right. You'd recommend more videos? They're always on. Makes it easy to discover. Yeah, I guess. No, Gary, nothing, because if you look at... I'll show you YouTube. So YouTube works. To become monetized on YouTube, if I go to the dashboard a second, I can show you while this is doing this. So this is the YouTube dashboard for the YouTube Studio there. If we go to monetization, to get monetized on YouTube, you've got to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. So I'm on over a quarter of the way there on the watch hours, but the subs 269. We need 1,000 subs to even to become eligible for the YouTube partner program. So yeah, long way to go on that one. Long way to go on that one. So FMS idle, nav track, VNav descent. And so far, bang on the profile as well. Speed looks alright, pretty much. You still miss mixers. That's going way back in the day, that, isn't it, though? Yeah, exactly. So, once you get above 1,000 subs on YouTube and 4,000 public watch hours, then you can get the feature added where you can subscribe to you can to Big Jet TV, and then I get a little bit of dosh to go towards it. So at the minute, when you subscribe on Twitch via Prime, I get... What do I get for a Twitch Prime sub? Let's have a quick look. So for a Twitch Prime sub, I get $1.93. $1.93 for a Twitch Prime. That looks still looking alright for that descent, at least. Need to try, remember, we should have been at 280 knots there now. And we are up at... Oh, I guess we're at 280 there, yeah, 280, 50, 60, 70, 80, yeah. So we're at 280 knots anyway. So that's alright. It's got us back to 280. Next will be 220 at Assad, I believe. So by the time we get to Assad, we need to be about 4,000 feet and 220 knots. Ah, why is that good enough? Uh-oh, what's happened there? Oh, the flaps are gone. Oh, Jesus. Why has that happened? Get up. Why won't the flaps go away, flaps? Thank you. What happened there? There we are. Holy moly, that was a bit of fun. Autopilot's still on. VNAV descent, FMS idle. There we are. Just need 650 sub. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 650. That'll pay for the brakes. It might even pay for whatever I've spent on scenery as well, I guess. But hey ho, I do this. I just do it to have fun. To be fair, and come and chat with you guys. It's nothing. As much as I'd like to make money doing it, it's not the end of the world. Still on path. Still 280 knots. So if I leave this now and just put this back down to 4,000 feet, for example, that should, in theory, set us up for this arrival. And the ILS, we'll go and tune that up. What we got? 109.1. 109.1. And go in. 109.1. That's the ILS tuned up for that. What else do we need to do? Just need to make sure that speed's coming back by Assad. How far are we from there? Assad, we are distance to go 34 miles. And we need to lose about 50 knots worth of speed. And into Lisbon, we've got about 30-40 miles left to run. 45 miles we need, plus a bit of time to slow down. Oh, Gary, the geezer, the pilot that didn't have the right license. Can you imagine having the guy that rostered those two together? Can you imagine having to explain that to your gaffer? So, here comes to Lisbon. The airport Lisbon is right just there somewhere. Right there. So, 15,000 feet. We need 45 miles to run. We got 53 miles, which is perfect. With a bit of time to slow down. Keep looking at this speed. We're still 280 knots at the minute. Beginning to think about possibly slowing us down. So now this is where I get stuck. So we're now at 280 knots. We need to be 220 by... We need to be 220 by here and 250 below 10,000 feet. So if we set 250... If we set 250 up here... Just for now. 250. And then FMS override. 250. Still VNAV descent. Override. And that won't drag required. So let's give it a bit of speed brake. Let's just see if that'll get our speed back. Let's keep an eye on it. Here it comes. I know, Gally, they were part way over Ireland, I think. Was it Ireland? Yeah, Ireland. So, right, see, now I've given that a bit of drag with the speed brake out. We set speed override of 250. If we now back at 250 knots, if I get rid of the speed brake now, that'll go back up to... I wouldn't know, we're at 250. Let's just try it. If I put that back in, we should stick at 250 knots now, ideally. There we are. That's working out. Lison, come on, 10,000 feet. Clamp. 250. See, now our rate of descent has completely come to a stop. But I'm thinking that might be because we've only got 30 miles and we got 41 left. It may just start to drop us down. Reckons we're fast, so let's just jump down to... Let's go at 220 knots. Yeah, if you were that first officer, you might be, don't know, would you be shitting the brick? Possibly. Right, so I've now set 220. We're still sitting at 250. So if I stick out the speed brake again, what happens? Rate of descent obviously goes down. We're coming down to that. So what's the QNH here? QNH is 1020. If I slow us down now for Assad, which is there, which we want to do anyway. To be fair, if we're at 4,000 feet there, that's not going to work out too badly, is it really? And with that, that reckons we can get the first bit of slats out. Below 280 knots, we should be able to get that out. Look at this approach though, guys. This is look at this. How good does that look? So yeah, we're not... The speed issue is the main thing. Right, let's try and get... If we put the first bit of slats out, that should drop that speed right off. Yeah. So that's going to bring that speed back. Then we'll start our descent again. So we've only got 4,000 feet less to lose. It's 12 miles roughly. And we have 31 left to go. I think it's tuned the ILS up now. Yes, it has. Not sure why it's got a hold in. Let's get rid of that hold. Legs. Next page. Pesax. Oh no, it hasn't. The hold's in there for some reason. You see it's drawn a hold in for some reason. So there's 220 knots, which is good. And our landing stuff, let's just quickly go in here and do the landing. What do you want to do? LPPT 03. Dry QNH is 1020. It's 26 degrees outside apparently. Landing weight. Let's have the flaps 40. And progress. We're going to land with... We land with 6 tons of fuel. Are we really? We've still got 8.8 tons of fuel there. Let's just have a guess at landing weight. I'm going to put 55 tons in. There we go. We can set the bugs. There we go. Yes, Baz, I've seen the reach the fan. Exactly. Welcome, buddy. Hope you're doing well, mate. Right, anyway, 6,000 feet. And if we hit Vorlock now, that can come on. 220. Let's slow us back down to 200 knots for... Now, we can't be that far out. 200 knots. And we can go ahead. Let's get... medium auto brake on, perhaps. Speed's coming back 200. And we have, progress-wise, what we got left. 22 miles, 6,000 feet. 6 threes at 18. A little bit to slow down, so that should work out in our favour. Yeah, no, I'm not sure why the fuel... See, the fuel burn's not even shifted. We've burnt, according to that, 100 kilos since we left. We're well over the maximum landing weight. Maximum landing weight is 58 tons. So yeah, well over the top of the max landing weight. So this is a little bit where I get a bit confused why it hasn't used the fuel. Yeah, back to 200 knots. Start that descent again. Sure that we don't need landing gear yet. As far as I can tell, Smile Castle, yeah. Shut up. Thank you. We're still at 5,000 feet and 20 miles out. I'm not going to put the landing gear down yet. But I reckon we can get rid of the spoilers now. There's 1,000 feet to go. Let's get that back down to... Let's come to 180 knots and we can get the first bit of flaps out ready. Your van does that on... 180 knots, let's have the first bit of flaps out. That'll help us get back to that 180. As we turn this, turn the corner, hopefully. Master caution, what's the master caution? Flap spoiler extended, okay. Just see, if we stick at 180 now, I've put this, now put the speed brakes away, we can, let's arm them. Out the way. Speed should stick around 180 now, I'd have thought, for this final, what we got, 20 miles? 13 miles, oh holy moly. Right, then let's go back to 160. 160, next bit of flaps. Why have we not got a lock on here? Maybe once we turn this corner we will. You'd have thought by now we would have got the localizer. Anyway, right, anyway, where are we at? We're here. Gonna go in this way. ILS is gonna be 4,000 feet, we said. 4,000 then down at Pessex, which looks alright. And straight in. Actually, what are the courses for this? Let's have a quick look. Courses. Horses for courses are 026. Zero 26. Zero 26. We're staying around 160 for now. We should be making a left-hand turn. There it is. Hopefully lock is going to go green. There's lock capture. And we have ILS on. ILS. It does, doesn't it, Smellcast? I think it's the stabilizer motion. I do like it. And our is 133 plus 5. So let's come right the way back now. 133 plus 5, 138. 138. Next stage of flaps.
Flaps 28.
Yeah, go on in. Let's have the landing gear. If you're going to insist.
Flaps 40.
Why are we climbing? Oh, that's better.
Gear down. 3.
Gear down. Keep an eye on this, whatever this is doing. 4,000. We should be at 4,000 feet. Bang on the profile. Autopilot trim. Runway should be directly over here. There it is. Goes back to right amount of fuel too. You know you burnt it, yeah. So where are we at? Why aren't we... Where's the glide slope? Should be coming... Is it coming down? Not yet. 9 miles. 4,000 feet. When should we have a glide slope situation? At... I reckons... Where's that? 3, 4, 6... Now, perhaps. Oh shit, what's going on here? Oh, what's happening? Oh, we're having a bit of a dive on. And the speed's going over. Oh my god. Then we're back up again. What is happening here? What have we done wrong? Brakes are armed. Do that. So what's gone wrong there? We've got the localizer. Why have we not got the ILS then? We're still a little bit too far out, perhaps. We're now at 2,000. Why are we at 2,500 for? Why are we going down? Yo, comrade, welcome, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Why are we going down? Why are we going up? What is wrong with this? Comrade, it's the MD-80 that I'm having a little bit of a fight with to try and find out what's going on. Our speed is all to cock as well now. All to... Now it's going to drop us again. Yeah, this. And now we're having a right royal dump. Holy shit, I think we best do something about this instead of sitting and hoping it's going to fix itself.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Let's take this out and up again. Autopilot's out. I'm not sure what's happening here or where we're going, but we're going the wrong way. How do you get a go around in this? Yeah, autopilot's out now. Flight directors for go around. Thruster set go around. There we are. Flaps are going in. Why is the speed not going up? VNAV level. There we are. Speed low. Potentially speed up. Why won't it go up?
Terrain.
Oh god. Go up, plane. Go up. Ah, go around. There we are. Thrust. Auto throttle. There we are. Let's go around. Go around altitude. We'll leave that at 4,000 feet. This should fly as a go around. Ideally. There we are. I think we're somewhat yeah, flying the go around. Flaps can go away. There's a glide slope. Finally it's coming there. And we should be able to get on it, but speed back to 250. And then VNAV go around, EPR go around, and then we get rid of the flaps altogether. Let's try again. So whatever the hell went wrong there, I do not know. What is that ABS all about? There's 1,000 to go. And we're going to go back out this way and we're going to try again. Head and hold. And nav capture. Speed can go back to cruise. Cruise speed now because we're at 4,000 feet. We don't need to be going to go around speed. It'll hold that altitude and we just need to figure out where we're going. So we're over there. Good stuff. What is the go around procedure? So we're going to just take us back over this way. So if we hang a left, we go into heading and sort ourselves out. If we go this way. Ah yes, where's the head and hold button on here? There we are, heading. Head and select. Let's spin this back round to the left. And we're going to give this another go. And we'll head direct to we're going to aim back to PESX and come back in again. I think will be the plan. So if we get the charts back up, there we are. We're going to head this way, back out again, and then back down to Pesix for a second try. We really want to be heading 03 about 180, 150 will do for now. That'll spin us around. Ideally want to head back on this track for now, but Lisbon looks nice. Does it not? Yeah, we can go ahead a little bit more to the right now, and then that'll bring us back this way. Then we can come around again, and we can give it another go. So we head off here. We'll give ourselves an extra few miles this time, just to figure out what the hell went wrong there. And then we can have another go. Well, at least one thing, we didn't crash, did we? We weren't far off crashing, but at least we didn't crash. Right, let's just double check. So we've got 19.1 for the ILS, which should be still 109.1 is the ILS, which is good. We're going to go Pesix and then back in again, so we need to make a left-hand turn shortly and try and intercept that localizer again. We're going to keep the speed at... we're going to come back a bit now. Let's just go back down to... Let's have 220 knots as we make this turn. Why won't the speed not come down? Actually, let's get the... Let's start making the turn and then go back for...
Slats extended.
There we are, slats extended. And we start making that turn now to try and intercept the localizer where it is Vorlock. There's Vorlock. If we now head back to the left, back on ourselves, we should, in theory, intercept that localizer. Altitude hold 4,000 feet. We'll double check the QNH. Hasn't changed. 1020 still. Speed brakes armed. And we can cheat with the chart a minute or two. We should be making a U-turn back to about this point just here. That's where we want to head to. Try and join up with that magenta line again. 4,000 feet. Speed's 218. Which we're back at. I'm going to come back 200 knots. There we go, 200 knots. 4,000 feet we're set at, which is good. And this way we should... Where's the progress page at? How far are we there? I have no DME. 4,000 feet, 200 knots. Quite happy with that. And we should hopefully... Distance to waypoint says 15.5 miles. Is that the DME readout then? 15.3, do you reckon? Yes, I'd have thought so. 15.1. The overlay is given up here is given 16 nautical miles. That's given 14. So we'll take that as a DME readout. So we're 14 miles out, 200 knots. Let's see if we can do it again. We'll set the minimums. What are the minimums? Minimums are 530 feet. 530. 400, 500, 530. Decision height 200. See, that looks better. Now we have the glide slope indication there. If we hit ILS as well. Decision height 200. It's coming in. There it is. So we should grab lock start. It certainly did smell like castle. Yes, it certainly did get a bit interesting. But hopefully we got it under control. We want the localizers that coming in a second. The glide slope's definitely there. Lock capture, glide slope capture. With that now, let's get the speed right back to... Let's have 160 in the window till 4 DME. 160 till 4. That was notch your flaps. See, we're now descending on the glide slope, on the localizer. And we got 10 miles out. 10 miles, 160 knots. Should be tickety-boo. And we should ideally have a runway somewhere just there. There it is. And we can have medium auto brake. Oh, we can't arm that till we drop the gear, can we? That's right. Lock capture was well off the localizer again. The glide slope's buggered off. Why would that be the case? You can always go around, that's it. We might be doing that again in a minute. 4,000 feet. Why are we not going... Look at that wolf. Well, what the actual F is going on there? Glide slope was there. It said lock capture, glide slope capture. Why are we not going down? How interesting. We have flaps, we have all the good stuff going on, it's not picking up the localizer. Or the glide slope. This could be fun. We are going to try it again, I think. Exactly. It's a mystery, this one. Why are we not going down?
You can always go around if it don't look
Definitely doesn't look right.
coming down. Don't wait until your sideways, maybe sliding on the ground. You can always
Go around. Right. You know what we're doing? We're going around again. We're going to give it a third try and find out what went wrong. At least we haven't lost the height this time. It'll keep us there. Now I'm just going to pull the head in the mode and we're just going to go off again. So, if it's all tuned in, why are we not catching the glide slope or the localizer? That all looked good. We had localizer capture, glide slope capture, but then it just didn't want to go down. Right, anyway. Gears back up. We're back off. Back towards the sun. To put the speed back up a smidge, let's go back up to 180 for now. Or 190 will do. Get rid of some flaps and we'll try again. .280, 4,000 feet. Extra fuel, yeah, we need. Well, the fuel's not even changed. Look, we've only used. Oh, we've used 100 kilos still. That's it. Flight Director AP2. What's that all about then? Should be Autopilot 1. I wonder if that's why. Flight Director, Autopilot 1. We head back out again. That is all set. 200 feet. Speed, vertical speed. The speed low. We don't want to be changing the height anyway. Altitude. What's wrong with the altitude? Bugger off. Right. 4,000 feet. Is where we want to be. 240 knots. Why are we doing 240 knots? If I got 190 set in there, why are we now up to 250 is more to the point. I don't know. Right, let's try again. FMS override. 190 knots.
Slats extended.
Right, let's get back to there. They are a little bit, aren't they? They do sound like something that you would find in a haunted house. Right, flaps on. We want to be 190 knots. We're going to fly out this way, turn in, and we're going to try again. Am I missing something on these charts here? Definitely 4,000 feet. 11.3 miles is where we should get the glide slope. Nothing wrong with that. We go over the bridge. 109.1. 109.1. Nothing wrong there. So, I mean, you could connect it to one of those, you know, the old dial-up modems. I bet it could fly this plane. They're all of the same type of, make the same type of noise, don't they? Right, we're stuck there for now. That'll do. We'll head off a little bit to the right, then we'll spin back around again, and we'll try. So there we are. So we're 13.3 miles out off the ILS. Good. – 4,000 feet altitude hold, alpha speed. Right then, should we try this again? Let's start going back around again. And not with the song, if you can always go around. Let's head back again. VOR lock. Let's go back. You can just imagine how good fun this would have been on VATSIM. Right, there's magenta line we're trying to intercept again. I quite happen to like the stabilizer motion when it shouts at you doing that. I quite like that. Right, there we are. Again, number 3. Grab for land for a minute. Right, there's lock. How far are we out now off the... So, 16.1 miles. Good stuff. – 4,000 feet. Slats are out. Speed brakes out. At the minute, we can get rid of that. I'm going to leave it till it gets to localizer before I arm the ILS and see if that helps out. Speed 190, let's just come back to 180 now. Slow it down gently. Instead of too much all at once. Let's see if that helps. Right, there's lock capture, so it's grab the localizer. There's the glide slope. Let's go and arm ILS now then. I'm going to have the next bit of flaps. Then it goes straight through the localizer again. Localizer track. Alt hold. Then back on the localizer. There's the glide slope. And we should start going down, in theory. Glide slope capture. Glide slope track. Oh, we're going down. We're going down. We are going down. Here we go. Yo, Air Dog buddy. Welcome, mate. Hope you're doing well. So we're actually on the glide slope this time. I think. That's good. 4,000 feet. Let's slow down 160 knots. Actually, all the way down to our VREF now can be... I'm going to put it in at 140. And hopefully that might help us out. 140. Here we go. 140, next bit of flaps. Flaps 15, 9.6 miles. There we are. Over the bridge. Looks pretty cool. Think we might have had it. Think we may have it this time. Closed, glide slope, localizer. Not sure what happened the last two times that we tried that, but it seems to be going this time. Oh, our speed's not coming back though. Flaps full, gear down. See if that'll get the speed off. There it goes, 180. Gear down, 3 green. Speed. Here we go, 140 knots is roughly what I've bugged up for that. Glide slope, localizer. Let's do that. Well, your comrade, you could possibly hear that still yet tonight if we bugger this up. Look at that. Swish. So do we have 2 whites, 2 reds, as we should do? 1 right, 3 reds. So we're slightly low according to that, are we? Still looks half decent. I'm wondering where that was because we were on autopilot 2 last time, perhaps. But it shouldn't have made that much difference. So yeah, if anything, we're a little bit low. Look at the angle of that. Still, it's a plane, it's heading for a runway. We've done something right this time. That all looks good still. Automatic go around is now armed in case we do need to go around. Speed 140, glide slope localizer, lock track, glide slope track. Auto go around, gears down. If there was an ECAM memo, it would be landing no blue. Or green or pink or whatever it might be in this one. There's 1,000 feet. 3 whites, 1 red now, so we're now slightly high. However, we'll go with what the glide slope is saying. We are getting a little bit high. Let's just see what happens. I think this could be better. You can hear that auto throttle working, doing its work out tonight, can't you? 2 whites, 2 reds, so bang on the glide slope now. Listen out for the minimums. It does sound so cool. If you listen for the minimums. Here we go. Sounds like something out the what's it called? The clangers. Autopilot's out. I'm going to try and land this.
40, 30, 20.
Thrust idle. Oh no, we're not going down. What's happened to... Get down, plane. Ah, there we go. Crashing down with a big wallop. There we are. There we are.
60 knots.
60 knots. Oh, not too bad. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Certainly looked like it was going to go back up again at the end. Minus 104, minus 180. Which one was it? But we'll have a look on Volant to see what it reckons. Yeah. Oh, shit. Nothing to see. Nothing to see. Nothing to see. The only thing I'd say with this, again, when you try and taxi it now, it's got a lot of understeer, if you know what I mean. It doesn't like to, it will not turn on the ground. Furlaps, exactly. But I'm not trying to take off. All I want to do is a bit of juice to get us up to the terminal. Yeah, shut up. Yo, jolly buddy. Yes, well. There we are. We are doing something. We're getting there, but yeah. So, after all of that, that's 3 attempts to land. And our fuel's dropped by 100 kilos in a full flight from Madrid down to Lisbon. I'm not sure that's quite, not quite right. Well, actually, where can we park here? Where can we park? So if we head straight along and we take this, the next left. Air dog, that'd be rather cool if you can. Rather cool. Right, this next left should hopefully take us somewhere towards a parking spot. This left and then next left again. Let's go and play with the big boys. Yeah, Air Dog, I can ping you one across in the Discord if you like. I'll send you one across. Right, let's go and park up here. And assess that situation of what went wrong and why it went wrong. I'm not sure what we did different the first 2 times for it not to get the localizer or glide slope, but clearly something that it wasn't too happy with. MD something there, that'll do. We'll stop there. Park and brake can be on. It could have been, yeah, it could have been, but surely I had the. So we look on AP2 to switch it to Autopilot 2. You just move that across. And it still had 109.1 programmed in the thing, and they both got the same DME readout as well. So yeah, interesting. Why it did not do that, but there we are. Down on the ground eventually. Let's get some lights off. And we'll put this away for the night, I reckon. What time is it now? It's 8 o'clock. Oh, it's Pete tonight. Pete tonight. Let's get those off. Get those off. Get those off as well. And then I think what we do is we go and we'll go and get rid of the fuel out these engines. Actually shut that down. And then that one. There goes that. We'll go and grab some external power just to keep the plane up and running. Ground, GPU. Maybe we should have done that beforehand. Not too bad. Right, so we'll get that there. Let's get the passengers off, and then we can we'll get the We'll get bit of that, bit of that, bit of that, bit of that. Let's get Valanta to have a look at what we did. Let's complete that now. Review the flight. So, what happened there? So Madrid and out, that was all fine. So it all went a bit tits up around here, didn't it? So there we are. There's our attempts. There's the first one. Back out, out, back in. Too high, back out. And then back out again. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. What was the landing rate? So, minus 118 at 125 knots, 0.98 G. So, yeah, that in the end wasn't too bad. Where did we touch down? Where's the touchdown zone? So, just in it, we had 100 meters remaining of the touchdown zone. Yeah, not too bad. In fact, to be fair, I mean, it was quite fun. We didn't crash. We did a go around. Had a good flight as well. That's quite a bit of a mess at the end, but I do, like I said, if you imagine doing that on VATSIM, I would have to go on, yeah, in the end it was. Not too bad, I guess. Could be better, could be worse. At least we didn't crash is the main thing. Which it looked like we're going to on that first attempt when it was going up and down by itself and doing whatever the hell with its stabilizer motion and whatever else. I thought we were going to go right into the right into someone's front room. But yeah, I'm going to have to take that back out again a bit later on in the week and try it again and find out what went wrong. But I think next time around we'll take out the we'll take the A320 for a spin. We'll maybe come back down to Lisbon, pick it up, and we're going to head up to. We need to go back into Bilbao's and Santander up here. Because they're awesome arrivals. So we might have a look at that. Be back tomorrow with a longer stream tomorrow night. Because tonight was a bit of a rush for me to get one ready. Because we had a power cut in the end. And pizza should be arriving anytime. Let's have a look. Yeah, in the next 10 minutes hopefully. Should be a nice Papa John's arriving at my door. But yeah, so that would be the... So, did we manage to tame the Mad Dog tonight? I'm going to go with probably not. I think it may have got away from us ever so slightly on those first two attempts at trying to land. So, we need to put it back on its leash and we need to try it again at some point. However, we'll give it a couple of streams now. We'll have a go in the... we've got the 340 and the 320 go and fly the next few streams. Also the Beluga and hopefully, guys, hopefully the PMDG 737 as well when that decides to be birthed to us all via the interwebs. A340 long haul. Could do, Gally, could do. Sounds like a plan. Yeah. Even with all that, it's just a learning curve. I have quite enjoyed doing that. I have quite enjoyed that stream. It's a great airplane once we get to, once I get to fly it properly and not muck up the arrivals, and it's a really, really nice plane to fly actually. And you can even go for a little look up its I think we can get up its arse. Right up there. If we jump on the inside again, I'm pretty sure if we nip through, can we get through here? Then through up this way. I think we can go and get out the yeah, well, hopefully your comrade, it should be out. Well, from what they've said, I've seen they were hoping to get it out this weekend, but it should be very, very soon, hopefully. And as soon as it comes out, I shall buy it, and we will go and have a look at the PMDG 737 as soon as it gets itself available for us to buy and get it installed and whatnot. We will be going to fly that. So it may be a good idea for us to fly the 737. The 737 in the Zebo mod, just to try it out again. Should the should it be released? That might be an idea. How much would it be? Well, hopefully it's not going to be too expensive, AirDog. If it's around the $100, perhaps, I don't know. Maybe we don't get ourselves out of here. We can. Ooh, we can go down that way. Down the steps. Hopefully. Because that's as far as we can go. Anyway, we can get out the back of the plane. There we are. Quite cool. 50 quidish, do you reckon? Yeah, maybe. But depending, well, whatever the price is, I'm certainly going to buy it anyway. So we'll definitely be having the fly of it. But yeah, so there we are. I think the Mad Dog controlled us tonight in the end. So we will tame it. We will get it under wraps, and it will be flown again. But we will do something different tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, Saturday, yes. So tomorrow night we're going to go back into the A320. Sunday night, possibly the A340. Monday, the 737, or vice versa. Should the PMDG come out over the weekend, then we certainly will be scrapping all plans and we'll be flying the 737 instead of the any of the above. But guys, I'm going to leave it there. I think I'm going to go and get some pizza and go and watch a film. And thank you all very much for coming out tonight. The new followers we had on Twitch and on... Did we get any on YouTube tonight? I think possibly a couple. Guys, thank you ever so much for coming out and watching me be manhandled by a plane, shall we say. But guys, enjoy the rest of your Friday evening. Jolly, Smile Castle, Air Dog, your comrade, everyone else that came. Who else was there? We had Baz and we had... who else came in? Why is my chat gone all to pot? Baz and Gally. Everyone, thank you for coming along. And I will see you all on very soon, on another live stream very, very soon, guys. But for now, take care, and I will see you all later.